Forest. Welcome, Owl fans, to tonight's broadcast from Stanton, Texas. Owls taking on the Stanton Buffaloes. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Glasscock Chevrolet. Appreciate everything Glasscock and that company has done for us, getting this broadcast out. We appreciate their sponsorship. And as always, the Big Lake Wildcat, J.L. Mankin, Alex Turner here, getting it all set up here, and we're about to kick off, watch some football.
So, Stephen, we have a...
Oh, and I'm here with my co-host, Scott Myers.
That's
I'm
me.
Sorry.
You're Stephen Dodd. You didn't introduce yourself either.
I didn't. I'm a little off
You're
tonight.
Stephen Dodd. I'm Scott Myers. Owls are in kick formation to start this ball game, the last district ball game of the season. Owls kicking from south to north.
And there's the kick.
Avalos. Ball does stay in bounds, fielded just inside the 20. And good coverage for the Owls. Out across the 30 to the 31, maybe the 32-yard line, and the Owls defense will take the field. Owls defense will look very familiar to our fans tonight. Stephen, across the front.
Looks like Matthew Guerrero, Dylan Dodd, Eli Hernandez up front.
I couldn't tell as soon as they were starting to get right out there. We tight.
Linebackers are Billy Saucedo, and it looks like Abel Munoz and Hunter Fuller. Stanton in a run-heavy offense, quarterback keeper. Out across the 30, Pyle moves all the way across the 35 to the 37. Second and 4. Defensive secondary, Jarrett Brown. Raymond Saldibar, who gets credit for that tackle. AJ Avalos, Angel Martinez.
Substitution coming in on the defensive line. Looks like that's Little Sauce.
Little Sauce coming in to play that nose tackle spot for the moment. Toss. Owls swallow this one up. Excellent defensive work. Flag comes in late.
See what the late flag is about here, and we're going to have a pretty neat view tonight. Had some technical difficulties, but we worked through it, and kind of almost a field-level view with our creative camera work. It's going to be a lot of fun, Scott.
It'll look a little different. It'll sound familiar because we've got access to the field in terms of open windows up here in our booth. So you're probably hearing the band really well right now. It'll feel at home like you're at a football game, so that's good news.
I didn't see the call, Scott.
Penalty was, I believe, a face mask against the Owls, which overturns what was essentially a fantastic defensive play. The ball was all the way across midfield for the Stanton Buffaloes. Up the middle and still on his feet.
Flag on the play.
Another flag comes in late.
Waiting on the call, Scott.
Personal foul, face mask against the Owls. So apparently on 2 of the first 3 defensive plays, Owls have got their hands where they're not supposed to be.
Now, as an official, are there 2 types of face masks in high school football, or is it one size fits all?
In high school football, it is face mask is a face mask, and
Okay.
it's a personal foul.
It's a 15-yarder.
That is correct. So 30 extra yards on the first drive for the Buffaloes. See if the Owls defense can bend and not break here. Martinez, Flores check in. I'm sorry, Fraga checking in. Abel Munoz coming out.
Brings up about a 2nd and 6 for the Buffaloes. Add on the penalties, they've got it inside the 20 pretty quick.
Buffaloes do run a receiver out to this side, but their offense is so run heavy. Expect just a whole lot of this same kind of thing on the ground. First and goal for the Buffs. They run an interesting formation too.
And we're back out, fans. Stanton's on the board first. 8 minutes, 56 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Buffalo's kicking off to Reagan County.
Owls have a little bit of a different kick return formation tonight. They've got 3 deep. Gonzalez, Avalos, Reyes. That kick went out of bounds. I was going to say, I sure hope that kick went out of bounds because it's a live ball if it didn't, but AJ was pointing right there at the sideline where it touched the out of bounds line. Good news for the Owls is that comes out to the 35-yard line for good field position for the Owls' first offensive set.
Owls awaiting the call. Good field position to start their opening drive here from Stanton, Texas. Little different look in the backfield tonight, Scott.
So all the formations, I believe, are going to look the same, and that is indeed Brown at quarterback, but it is not Kaysen Brown at quarterback. It is Jarrett Brown given the green light to start throwing right away. Good protection up front. Swings out to the side now, decides to tuck and run. He's going to take a hit for no gain. The upside and downside of Jarrett Brown are in the one package. The upside is he's not afraid to take a hit. The downside is, hey, Jarrett, you're QB1 tonight. We need you to play the whole game there, son.
No gain on Owl's first offensive play. 2nd and 10 for Reagan County.
In the backfield with Jarrett Brown tonight, AJ Avalos, Alex Sosa. 2nd and 10. Brown Brown looking, has a man deep, just a little bit overthrown for Octavian Reyes. But Coach Kyle Brown showing he is not afraid to come out firing, even with a guy who started this season on the JV roster. Of course, Jared Brown didn't spend a whole lot of time playing JV football this year. I think it was week number 2 he got called up to varsity. Split out to the left, Gonzalez and Reyes in the slot. Saldivar on the near side. And kind of got a pass on third down now. Jarrett looking deep. Has Reyes on the sideline and just in and out of the hands. And Octavian will tell you if you ask him, yeah, I should have had that one.
That was a good ball, Scott. Nice footwork by Jarrett there, rolling out a little bit, creating him some space.
He threw that ball on the run and he put it on the money.
He did.
Brings up a punt situation for the Owls.
Avalos back to punt for Reagan County.
The Owls do get the right personnel in here for punt formation. Snap is good. Avalos gets the punt away down the middle and returnable by number 4. Gets to the 45, gets driven back by Dodd and Guerrero. Connor Norton getting in at the end of that play.
Seven minutes, 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Owls defense takes the field for the second time tonight.
You can tell by the way the Owls line up their secondary. This is a team against which you'd rather have extra linebackers than extra defensive backs.
Yeah, if you like smash mouth football, you're watching the right game.
So the Owls are running something that's really more like a 4-4-3 and trying to get as much size in there as they can to match up with this Buffalo offense.
Good stop by Reagan County on that play.
When the Buffs do decide to throw the ball, which they will probably do a couple of times tonight, trying to make the outside, and Elijah Gonzalez having none of it.
Good work again by the Owl defensive front.
And Gonzalez coming up from his safety spot to make that stop. Very slight gain, 3rd down and 7. So if and when the Buffaloes do decide to throw, they'll have single coverage just about everywhere because the Owls are kind of forced to stack what we would call the box against this offense here.
Stanton showing a pass formation. Official throws a flag.
I believe he's calling a substitution penalty against the Buffaloes. And indeed, one player trots off the field, meaning they tried to start that down with 12.
I mean, you know, good strategy if it works.
So I think the Owls would actually prefer these 3rd and long downs because they look more like passing downs, and the Owls defense is more geared towards our faster, smaller athletes in pass coverage. They run an option out of it, and the Buffs are going to pick up not quite the 1st down, but enough that it sure looks like a spot on the field where they'll go for it on 4th.
It does, Scott. This late in the season, I would look for Stanton to go for it here.
So, Stephen, just so folks know what's at stake for the Buffaloes, with a win tonight, Stanton gets a playoff berth and gets to play in a playoff game next week. Is that correct?
That's my understanding, yes. And I was reading that by some weird scenario, I think both teams actually have some chance.
Option to the left and across, enough for the 1st down. A good tackle to end the play by Sosa but not until the Buffaloes pick up the first down.
1st and 10 Buffaloes, 5:19 left in the first quarter. Stanton getting toward the red zone once again.
Clock is down to 5 minutes and running here in the first quarter. Stanton shows pass, but then hands off. First man through is number 22. We don't even have a roster for Stanton, so we're calling numbers. 22 up the middle. 2nd down and 6. Yeah, the rest of the scenario involves score differentials and tiebreakers and all kinds of stuff.
I'm not going to get into it. It's shenanigans.
This is the quarterback keeper up the middle. That's going to be enough for a first down as well when you count the forward progress. They do indeed move the chains. Shenanigans.
Four minutes left in the first quarter. You can hear the Owl Band in the background trying to get the team fired up.
Seven Nation Army's been a staple here for a while. Good job by the Owls coming up and showing some pressure on the line and getting the Buffaloes to jump offensively.
Yeah, can't go wrong with the white stripes, traditionally.
False start.
Always some good game atmosphere tunes.
1st and 15. White stripes. Seven Nation Army. A popular stand tune, actually, for a lot of schools in our district. We hear a lot of the bands playing this one. Here's a passing down finally, and Saucedo nearly gets to him. And they do run quarterback number 8 out of bounds for a short gain. So good coverage downfield, and good job by the Owl defensive front not letting the space open up to the sideline.
That was a good job, Scott. Brings up 2nd and long, 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Good showing on the Owls side of the stadium as well tonight. When it's only an hour drive to an away game, Big Lake people travel pretty well. 22 off of the right side is going to pick up about 4, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Maybe 3rd and 9.
Let's look about 3rd and 9. Let's see what Stanton draws up here.
Connor Norton checks in here. Owls defense expecting this to be 2 down territory.
Expecting a little sorcery here from the Buffaloes. Let's see what they've done.
Owls showing pressure, and it turns into a passing down. Here's 8 out to the side. Well covered by Jarrett Brown. Nearly came up with an interception. That pass is incomplete.
Close. Good pressure up front. Good coverage downfield. Looks like Stanton's staying on the field, Scott.
Coach Brown has a lot of confidence in his pass coverage defenders that they can handle these guys one-on-one. And it sure looks like the case there. 4th down and 9. No hesitation by the Stanton Buffaloes. Not a lot of teams in our district can kick a 45-yard field goal. There's movement on the line. Nothing's called, nothing's flagged. The ball is thrown down towards the end zone and overthrown, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Owls get the ball back.
Excellent work by the Owl defense, holding the Buffaloes on 4th down. Owl offense going to get their second shot coming up. Be 1st and 10, Reagan County.
We had 2.5 minutes to play in this first quarter here in Stanton, Texas. A really nice evening for football.
It is, Scott. It's beautiful.
Just a tiny breeze and a nice temperature. Jarrett Brown hands off to Sosa up the middle. Has some room. That's a really nice first down gain of 5 or 6 yards. And that looks more like what we saw against Idalou last week. Looks like they're going to give Sosa 4 and make it 2nd and 6.
Brown awaiting the call.
I believe that is... I'm trying to figure out who the second running back is.
Yeah, I am too.
At first I thought it was Bateo, but it's not Bateo.
Short gain for the other running back.
Third down and 4.
Third manageable.
Owls looking to the sideline here. Jarrett Brown wearing a wristband with those plays on it. Now telling his line they better get set. The play clock is down to 5. And they do get the snap off. And here comes pressure that Jarrett Brown avoids. And can't avoid it the second time. Chalk it up to a sack. Not for lack of effort on Jarrett Brown's part. This happens every once in a while, Stephen. When the play clock's running down to 0, the defense, a smart defense, will get a head start on that play because they see the clock going down to 0 and they come across the line. They're either going to get a delay a game or they're going to get a head start. And boy, they got to Jarrett Brown early on that one.
Yeah, they read that. They were watching the clock. It was a heads-up defensive play. Owl punt team out on the field.
This is actually Matthew Guerrero back in punt formation. Snap is wobbly but fielded. Guerrero gets it up and toward the sideline. It's actually a pretty decent punt.
That was a good job by Matt getting that punt away.
Goes out of bounds at the 45. So we'll have the more traditional change of possession here with the Owls punting away after a 3 and out on the offensive end. Guerrero, Saucedo, Dodd, Fuller, Munoz. Connor Norton is at a linebacker spot tonight, as is Billy Saucedo.
Actually, they've got him.
And Sosa at a linebacker spot as well. So 8 men in the box and very effective that time. Last play of the first quarter results in no gain. So they're going to flip the sticks, flip sides of the field, and we'll start with the second quarter when we come back.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to start the second quarter of action here in Stanton, Texas. Owls on defense, 2nd and long for the Buffaloes.
Off the left side, picking up about 3 before the Owls swarm. Well done by those 8 men in the box, Stephen, when people might need to know what we're saying. We're in the box, kind of between the tackles on the offensive side. The Owls have got really 8 guys that they're putting inside the width of those 2 tackles there. And it's all to keep Stanton from getting those holes opened up for the running backs. So this is an adjustment for the Owls, but they're doing it really well so far. And then 3 receivers, that puts one of those linebackers in coverage.
Yeah, we were just commenting on the break, Scott, about the quick adjustments had a really positive effect for the Owls this early in the game. 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Brings up 4th down. Again, the Owls are holding the Buffaloes. We've got a 4th and about 2.
4th and 2, which no hesitation on the Buffaloes' part. This is a go for it place on the field. Straight up the middle, and yeah, I believe he's got enough for the 1st down.
It's going to be close, Scott.
Ran that quarterback sneak a lot in the JV game last night, too.
He's moving the chains.
It used to be that you weren't allowed to push your own guy along.
Yeah.
And it's not really how the world works anymore. So you got 2 or 3 guys behind your quarterback pushing him across that line there. Very effective for picking up 2 or 3 short yards.
Absolutely.
A little bit of a busted play here, and the Owls make sure that it goes for a really short gain. That's probably not a good feeling as a quarterback when you turn around to hand the ball off and there's nobody there.
Yeah, that's got to be a sinking moment. You realize the plan has gone awry.
Something ain't right.
9 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Initial short gain for the Buffaloes. Second about 8, 8.5, 8.5.
8.5 yards. 26 feet. They'll run a counter this time and finally get a running back out into the open. The Owls are going to be able to chase him down and run him out of bounds. That little counter has just enough misdirection in it that all you have to fool is one defender.
Yeah.
And then you're out in space. And the Buffaloes ran it very effectively. So 1st and 10 now from the 18-yard line. Simple handoff this time, and the Owls ready for that one. Short gain, 2 or 3.
Number 61, Salcedo making the tackle for the Owls.
Eight minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Second down and about 7. A 2-back set with 2 receivers this time, but it's still, ball is out, and it looks to me like that's a white jersey covering up the ball.
All right, Reagan County with the recovery. 1st and 10, Reagan County. Defense holds.
Buffaloes tried to run a little bit of a crossing thing with their backs there and turned into a muffed handoff, and Owls were quick to fall on that and very happy to keep Stanton from scoring on that rather extended drive. So the Owls backed up, but they'd sure rather have the ball 1st and 10 from the 14. Double coverage on the outside on both sides. Brown still in a passing formation. Gonzalez is open across the middle, but Brown doesn't have time to get it to him. Going to take a hit here after a really nice pickup of about 7 yards.
Nice run by Brown, making something out of that play. And so far in this game, his legs have been a real weapon.
Now, last year when the Brown brothers were in 8th grade, Jarrett Brown ran a lot of running back, and you can see that in the way he plays quarterback. He's still looking for running lanes. As soon as the passing game looks like it's starting to crumble, he looks like a running back. And Stanton not taking any chances with these Owl receivers. I think they've seen the damage that guys like Elijah Gonzalez can do. Alex Sosa picks up a couple, going to bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. We'll call it 4 feet. Steven, is that what you're going to?
My looks about like 4 feet.
Offensive line looks a little bit different tonight. I think that's Sauce and Sauce right next to each other.
I think so. That's pretty great, Scott.
Big Sauce, Little Sauce, right next to each other. Jarrett Brown, keeper all the way. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he's going to have enough for the first down here.
It's going to be close.
I believe they're marking him short. See if the Owls line up, intending to go for it here. Now, don't tell Stanton this, but the Owls are very good at drawing teams off sides with a hard count, at least with Kason Brown at the quarterback spot. I'm sure what you're getting from the red sideline now is watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. The Owls are definitely lined up in a formation where they look like they intend to go for it. They do get the jump. Free play for Jarrett Brown. Go ahead and throw it. That's right. And the Stanton coaches are hopping.
Yeah, they're not happy.
Because that is a cheap first down that the Owls have picked up. And
good discipline by the Owls.
It is. It's a really underestimated part of the Owls game is their linemen are very disciplined. So the boys up front hold still. Stanton jumps off sides. Owls pick up 5 and a first down. 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in the first half. Snap gets away. It was a low snap. Jarrett Brown is going to fall on it, and that's a wise move by the freshman.
That was. He
looked like he wanted to pick it up.
He made the right call there and covered it up.
I think you'd rather have 2nd and 30 than turn that ball over in the shadow of your own goal post.
It's a good decision. 5 minutes, 56 seconds left in the second quarter.
That ball just skidded right past him. Still had some, how did we say it last week? Had some velocity to it.
It did.
That's a long snap.
Had a little ump.
So definitely passing downs here. And Jarrett Brown gets out of the pocket. Does get the ball away to the sideline. Knocked away by the Stanton defender. And that'll bring up 3rd and extra long. 3rd and
supersize.
They're showing 29. 3rd and 29 is what they're showing on the scoreboard.
See what the Owls can draw up here. 3rd and long, 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Stanton still in that cover 2 with a lot of respect for 2 things. A lot of respect. Here's Brown getting to the outside, trying to make a run, and makes a decent run, picks up a few yards. Of course, that's not going to be near anywhere.
No, it's a really good decision by Brown, creating some space for the Owls.
I'm going to say he picked up 9 or 10 on that play, but that'll bring up 4th down and certainly a punting situation. But what I was looking at, Steven, is the Buffalo defense is playing a cover 2, and they've got 5 defenders on 3 Owl receivers. They've shown a lot of respect for the speed that the Owls can put out there on the ends.
They are, Scott, and Brown's making them pay.
Not sure what the holdup is here.
There's a... Looks like there's a timeout on the field, and we'll be back. And we're back. 4 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 4th and long for Reagan County. Owls opting to punt deep from their own territory. Punt is partially blocked and dribbles out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, where the Stanton Buffalo offense will take charge with 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Owl defense looking to hold strong here. Keep the Buffaloes out of the end zone going into halftime.
28-yard line.
Stanton coming out in their familiar run-heavy set. And that results in a touchdown for the Buffaloes.
28 yards on the carry.
Four minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Buffaloes have gone up 12-0. Buffalo's opting to go for 2 here. And there's a flag on the play. That'll be an illegal substitution by the Buffaloes.
Illegal substitutions called against the Buffaloes.
It'll move them back a little bit for their 2-point conversion attempt. Instead of from the 2, they're looking about the 9 now.
Buffalo 5 yards and we'll repeat the try.
Whistle on the play again. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Stanton, and we'll be back. And we're back with Stanton looking to convert on a 2-point conversion try. And the pass falls incomplete. That leaves the score 12-0 Stanton, and we'll be back. And we're back. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Owls are down 12-0. Stanton kicking off. Buffaloes with a short kick. Fair catch called for. Will give the Owls excellent starting field position as they look to get one in the end zone before the end of the first half. Owls come out with a H-back set. Jarrett Brown in at quarterback.
Exception for a loss on the play.
Sosa with no gain for the Owls. Brings up second and about 11. Jarrett Brown back to pass, getting a lot of pressure. Fires a pass to Octavian Reyes, and it's caught. Nice gain for Reagan County. Great footwork by Brown, avoiding the pressure, putting the ball on the money across his body. Good catch by Reyes. Brings up third and about 4. Owls in a 2-receiver set with a tight end on this time. Owls looking to get a jump. Brown picks up a bad snap. Good attempt, just out of bounds. Looks like there was some movement up front, but no flags on the ground. Brings up 4th down for Reagan County. Personnel change indicates that Coach Brown's going to punt the ball away. 2:56 remaining in the second quarter. Good punt, well covered. Down by Reagan County. About the 32-yard line. Stanton will take over with 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Stanton's got the lead. Owls will be trying to make sure they don't add to that. Hopefully getting a stop and getting the Owl offense one more shot during the first half. Inside run brought down by a host of Owls. Owls stacking the box against this run-heavy Stanton Buffalo offense. 2nd and 6. And we'll be back. Third down for Stanton. Brought down by a host of Owls. Looks to be enough to move the chains. No? Owls hold on third down. Brings up 4th and short for Reagan County. For Stanton. Quarterback keeper looks to be enough to move the chains. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Stanton moves the chains on the quarterback sneak. Owls looking to make a stop. 1st and 10, Stanton. Great play up front. Connor Norton, Dylan Dodd in on the sack for Reagan County.
Player on the field.
And we'll be back. And we're back after the play. A penalty assessed against the Buffaloes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Brings 2nd down and very long for Stanton. Clock ticking down, 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Short gain by Stanton. Clock ticking down. Brings up 3rd and very long for Stanton. Looks like Stanton may be just fine with taking a 12-0 lead into halftime, and that looks like what they're going to do. So that's the end of the first half, folks. Owls playing a great ball game, down 12-0 here in Stanton. We'll be back right after halftime. We will not show the halftime show.
Welcome back, Owl fans, to the start of the third quarter here in Stanton, Texas. You can see on your screen that the Stanton Buffaloes have a 12-0 lead going into the very start of the third quarter here. And you may also have noticed that we weren't really able to bring you as much at halftime as we usually do, so you'll have to trust me that the Mighty Owl Band did a bang-up job. Nice work from them. Nice job from the Stanton Buffalo Band as well. As far as football goes, here we go. Owls are set to receive to begin the third quarter. And Stephen Dodd, you had to do the rest of that first half without me.
It's different, Scott. Don't have that flow, that analysis, that just chemistry that just, I know people can hear. So don't like doing things without you.
What happens at the end of the half for you watching at home? I'm the announcer for the Mighty Owl Band's halftime show. Fair catch called for by Angel Martinez. That's a smart play. Owls will take over 1st and 10 at the 30. So I'm the announcer in the stadium for the Mighty Owl Band's halftime show, which means I have to be on the opposite side of the stadium from where we currently are, and I have to get there pretty much as soon as halftime starts. So I disappear for a few minutes there, but I'm back now. Glad to be here. Thank you for all you who are watching and who are chipping in to help us out with things like jersey numbers that we didn't recognize.
Thought the band looked great.
Band did a fine job. Jarrett Brown has two backs here. This is Bernal coming out. No, this is the Raymond Saldivar coming out to the right side. Does make the edge. Gets pulled down.
Nice gain by Saldivar.
30. I've got that as a 5-yard gain. That looks right? 2nd and 5. So Saldivar taking some carries in the backfield. That's a different look for the Owls.
Dodd and Saldivar in the backfield. 2-back set, 3 receivers, 2nd down.
Saldivar slips just behind the line of scrimmage, saw an opening and on the cutback to try to get to it, just lost his footing and went down, actually lost a yard there.
Brings up 3rd down.
We expected to see this kind of adjustment, Stephen, with the way the Buffaloes are defending the Owl receivers. There's a little bit of opportunity for the Owls to have that middle opened up for the running game. But on 3rd and long, everything is back on the table here.
Owls stay in the similar set.
Brown is looking to throw, looks out to his left. This is an underneath, sort of a screen pass. Octavian Reyes is looking for someplace to go.
Looks like they're going to give him just enough. Nice job by Brown.
They are indeed moving the chains.
1st down, Reagan County.
This is a good way to start the third quarter for the Owls.
That was a nice play.
It was.
Line up front had good protection for Brown, he kind of had an option there to almost run or pass and made a great call, got it out to Reyes. He knew his down and distance and moved the chains. Good work.
So fresh set of downs. See if the Owls can put together a sustained drive here to open this second half. Rolling out to his right, Jarrett Brown under pressure, throws it, and it is caught. But actually, ironically, caught for a loss of yards by Octavian Reyes. He had to come back a ways to pick up that reception. Ended up out of bounds behind the sticks. So 2nd and long.
9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Brown set to throw again flushed out of the pocket, throwing the ball to an open receiver. Flores out on the sideline. Nice pitch and catch, 1st down.
Nice work by the Owl offense. Moving the chains.
Stephen, you were talking about this with Kason Brown last week, and Jared Brown is the same way. When he's on the move, when his feet are moving, that's when he seems to be athletically on top of his game.
Really does, and that ball was put, I mean, just there was no other place to put it. Excellent pass by Brown on the move, under duress, and adds a dimension you've got to watch on the defense. As you said earlier, this young man's a running back too.
He sure is. And very comfortable throwing on the run. Dodd gets the call. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up a yard. Guys helping each other up in the middle of the field. Like to see a little sportsmanship here and there. 2nd down and 9. I'm sorry, the far side official's spot took over. 2nd down and 10 instead of 2nd and 9.
Okay, on the play, bring up 2nd down.
Reyes in the slot. Haven't seen Elijah Gonzalez in this game as much as we're used to seeing at this point. Dodd up the middle, rumbling across for a 5-yard. Could have been a 6-yard gain if they'd given him the full forward progress there. 3rd down and 5.
See what the Owls can dial up here to keep the chains moving on this first drive of the second half.
This looks like 2-down territory for the Owls.
It does, Scott.
But if you pick it up on 3rd down, then no need to even ask the question. Brown making sure everybody's set. Low snap, he picks it up, fields it, and across the middle, he did throw a pick. Ball sailed on him just a little bit. Flag comes in late.
I didn't see what happened there.
That's going to be for a late hit out of bounds on the near sideline here. So Brown's looking for a receiver who's covered up in the front, so he has to throw it a little bit high to get it over the front coverage. Throws it too high and has a safety behind alert enough to make that play. I believe they're going to spot the interception return out at the 47, but then tack on 15 for late hit out of bounds. So 1st and 10, Buffaloes starting this possession all the way in at the Owls' 38-yard line. Owls again have that 8 men sort of in the box, and Stanton runs right at them. Stanton happy to pick up 3 or 4 yards at a time and sort of grind away.
That's been what they've been doing all game, and I don't see any reason why they'd be changing at this point. Going to be a run-heavy look from Stanton the rest of the way. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left, and this the 3rd quarter.
Well, it is the Stanton Buffalo philosophy. You can see it all the way down through the ranks. Through JV and middle school, they run a very similar thing. Have a lot of confidence in the system that they've built here. Handoff, first man throughs, clogged up in the middle, little sauce in on it. Dodd, Connor Norton, just no place to go that time. The Owls with that full 8-man box are getting good penetration. 3rd and long, we'll see Stanton showed a couple of different offensive sets. In fact,
like we're getting that same set, Scott.
They do run this kind of trips to the left here. Owls still content to just man up each of those receivers, but the play goes out to the right anyway. The pitch is fumbled. It's on the ground. Picked up by a Buffalo in advance, but Eli Hernandez lets him go pretty much nowhere to bring up 4th and 6.
Nice play by Hernandez. Alertly making a tackle. You know, sometimes the ball gets on the ground. It's a little hard to recalibrate where and who has the ball. Nice work by Hernandez.
He was quick to it right there. This would be a good place for the Owls to make a stand, get a turnover on downs. Play clock is down to 7. Stanton still has a chance to get this snap off. They do get it off. It's a quarterback keeper off the left side. Abel Munoz not quite able to bring him down.
It's gonna be enough for a first down. That is
enough for a first down, and that's too bad. Two Owls had an opportunity, maybe get that stopped short of the sticks. Instead, the chains are moved. 1st and 10. Stanton, 5.5 minutes to play in this third quarter. One of the marks of this style of offense, Stephen, is that the clock just keeps on running.
Yep, we've seen this before.
Ball game goes by a lot faster than when you've got incomplete pass and runs out of bounds and all of that. Going to have to hurry once again. Play clock is already down at 3. They do have a chance to get set. They do. A little toss here back to 27, who's going to pick up about 3 off the right side.
And we're carrying the ball.
So not only does the clock keep running, but Stanton appears to be content to use pretty much all 40 seconds on the play clock each time as well.
Looks like that's what they're doing, Scott.
They can afford to do that with a 12-point lead. They would rather see this game clock continue to run. They give the Owls chances to put points on the board here. This is 24 off the left side, makes a nice cut, uses the official as a little bit of a screen there. Nice little jump cut, and 27 into the end zone for a Stanton Buffalo touchdown. It was a very alert play.
Now 0.
I'm pretty sure the umpire back there took out 2 Owls by just standing in one place. Line up for the PAT. Snap, hold, kick this time is
no good.
No good. So 3 touchdowns for Stanton, but no conversions, gives them an 18-point lead with 4:26 to play in the third quarter.
I believe the Owls will have number 12. I have Martinez. And number 6. Number 6, Raymond Saldivar. Number 4, Octavian Reyes.
Really high kick fielded by Saldivar.
He wanted to return that one, Scott.
He would like to get the ball out in space, just hasn't had the opportunity for it yet tonight.
4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Owls are going to need to get the offense turned on here pretty quick.
Yeah, not just get the offense turned on quick. The way this Stanton Buffalo team runs the clock when they have the ball, Owls are going to have to get points put on the board very quickly.
Yes.
Which may affect play selection as well.
I anticipate it will.
So single high safety, Dodd up the middle. It's going to pick up a yard. A little bit of a different defensive look. We'll see if the Buffaloes stay in this kind of sort of almost a cover one with the single safety up there. Now they're back in that cover 2 look. Yeah, so each safety, they've got 5 guys to cover 3 Owl receivers. So if Brown can get some time here, Reyes to the sideline. That'll be a pickup of about 3 or 4.
Think about Jarrett can make time with his feet, as he did on that play. He had a little pressure, he just moves away. It's a good play.
He's very shifty.
Yes, that's a great word for it.
It's one of the things that makes him a good basketball player, too. I didn't see a flag come in here, Steven. I keep thinking that that's an offsides on the defense.
I keep thinking that too, Scott.
And I didn't see a flag come in. It's possible that they jumped but got back before the snap.
Maybe that's what happened. I thought there would be one on that play.
And I think Jarrett Brown thought that he had opportunity to do it.
It seemed that way, too.
He looked like he was playing that as a free play. So 4th down at the 41. Coach Kyle Brown is going to go ahead and call a timeout here. He wants to talk this one over. Here's a decision point for the Owls with 3:01 to play in the third quarter.
And we're back, Owls. Big 4th down play here. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Owls looking at about a 4th and 3, Scott.
Yes, and Coach Brown wanted a timeout here because he wanted to make sure everybody's on the same page. A 4th down and 3. Owls are clearly going for it here. Jarrett Brown out to the outside. There's a keeper all the way. He does have enough yardage for the first down. Good play call, good execution. See all those blockers still out in front of them?
That was good work by
Sauce
the
is
Owls.
over here. Both Sauces are over here. Aaron Esquivel, just called up from JV this week, is over here, all out in front of Jarrett Brown. Well run.
Well executed. Like the call. We were just talking about that on the break.
I always like it when they pull those guards out to this side, too, and get extra blocking in front of. Jarrett Brown knows what to do with those blockers. So straight back to pass. Has a little more time this time, but still flushed out of the pocket now. And still on his feet, and does get the ball away, goes down. There's a flag coming in the offensive backfield. I think it's going to be for, we'll see how they call this. It's probably going to be a block in the back. You may have seen that from where you are. If they do this correctly, they won't mark it from that spot.
Where will they mark it from?
Personal foul is called against the Owls.
I don't. Okay, either they miscalled that over the system. I don't think that was a personal foul, but either way, I believe that
It's the same yardage mark, right?
But if they're going to call a personal foul during the play, you mark it off from the line of scrimmage, and you go 1st down and 25. That is not what they've done here. Coach Pullig is asking the official over here why this spot, and I think they've got a really good argument. This is not where the ball should be. It is 1st and half a mile here. Jarrett Brown with the fake. Looking deep. He's got Octavian Reyes deep, and the defenders get there just in time to break that up.
Brandon Edmondson on the coverage.
Just a couple more yards on that ball would have turned it into something pretty special. And instead, we've got second down and Dodd takes the pitch, a little shovel pass. It's actually a nice play. The flag is coming in here in the defensive backfield. Now, this is really important, Steven.
Yeah, where would this?
If the call goes against Stanton, there are a couple of things that could result in automatic first down. But I'm not sure what we're calling yet. We're waiting for a signal here still. Came in from the back judge. Holding is the call against the Owls. The penalty is declined. Interesting for the back judge to come in and make a holding call.
It's interesting.
So third, and that was actually a really well-run play by the Owls. A little shovel pass in there was kind of effective, but when you've still got third and 20-something, Brown back to throwing deep. He does have Saldivar behind people.
Got him.
And, oh, so close. That's a game changer right there. So good ball by Jarrett Brown. Of course, it's going to bring up fourth and super long, which is an obvious punt situation now. You can see why Stanton has been showing so much respect to the Owl receivers, because even with 5 D-backs and 3 receivers, Owls are still able to get kind of open back here. Fraga is the punter in. Gets a decent punt. It takes a little bit of an Owl bounce, still rolling. Gonna have to keep track of it. Connor Norton picks it up and tosses it to the official. So at the 44-yard line, with 1:39 to play in the third quarter, Stanton will take over.
I think we'll stay here, Scott. It looks like it's going to be a pretty quick turnover.
They are out on the field very quickly. And if you're wondering what to expect here, well, be shocked if they put the ball in the air. Buffaloes want to keep this ball on the ground, keep this clock running, keep possession of it. Right up the middle, and great defense by the Owls.
I think there's some...
We'll call that some...
dissension.
Dissension. I think dissension is the correct word.
Stanton looks content to really milk down the play clock with an 18-point lead.
They're not even breaking the huddle in there till there are 10 seconds left on the play clock. And a flag comes in to start this play. I have my suspicions what this is going to be about. The call is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Owls. I think that's going to go actually against the Owls sidelines. And you can hear that there might be a little bit of disagreement from the
that's
Owl faithful here on the stands.
So an official can at any time hear something and
that is correct. Unsportsmanlike is determined by an official. Matthew Guerrero was kind of excited about
that was a good play by Matt.
And Guerrero not afraid to push a man back 8 or 10 yards to get a tackle. Had a tackle for loss to begin with.
Owls look to be a little fired up after that flag.
Owl fans are into the game too. They'd like to see that play happen over and over again. Stanton has.
And that's the end of the third quarter,
Stanton
Scott.
should be, that is fortunate for Stanton. They were about to get a substitution penalty. So, end of quarter number 3, 18-0 Stanton. We'll be right back.
And here we are, Owl fans. Starting the fourth quarter. Owls are down 18. Second and long for the Buffaloes.
Second down and 13. Stanton showing pass, and indeed looking pass. Has a man down the middle, but overthrown and tightly covered by Raymond Saldivar. Interesting to see Stanton go away from their game plan as soon as they got a second and long.
I was surprised at that.
So third and long. Defensive call is coming in from Coach Pullig here on the sideline. The Pullig's longtime fixtures in Big Lake. Stanton brings their 3 receivers to the right side. Owls match up 3 D-backs with them. Stan showing pass again. Straight 2-step drop. Throwing deep. Throwing over the head of Angel Martinez, but throwing over the head of his receivers as well. Brings up 4th down and 13. Owls defensive backs not having any trouble in coverage.
Stanton coming out and brings up 4th down, and hardly any time is left to clock.
That's why I'm so surprised that they went to the passing on second down, because if they picked up 4, 5, 6 yards, they're going for it on 4th down. Instead, they come out in punt formation. The Owls do believe they will punt here, sending only Saldivar back to receive. Owl fans kind of excited about a possible turn of events here. Stanton having trouble getting the right personnel in for this formation. They're currently in an illegal formation, but they may not get, they do get it called. That's gonna, if the Owls don't like where this ends up, but they'll take a different look at it. So, Stephen, the Buffaloes have 5 guys in the backfield in that formation.
Right.
I'm sure that's the call. And the trick here is that if you back them up and make them punt it again, you may get a less favorable outcome. I think Coach Brown's probably going to take this at the 20-yard line for the touchback.
Yep, that looks like what he's doing.
So if you're watching that at home, the offensive team, no matter what kind of down, even if they're lined up for scrimmage kick, you're required to have 7 guys on the line and 4 guys off the line. They had 6 and 5. So the Owls will take over after the punt and touchback. 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. Elijah Gonzalez to the near side with a safety not over the top. So single coverage on Gonzalez now. You can bet Jarrett Brown is noticing that. Now the safety comes over to help out. Looking to get Gonzalez into the game, but he's not open. Instead, underneath to, this is Flores. It's Angel Martinez, and a flag comes in.
Another late flag.
discussion over here between the officials.
Looks like it's not going our way, Scott.
I don't know what the call was, but they marked off a 10-yard penalty, which could either be a 10-yard penalty or a half the distance to the goal penalty. I don't know. It's hard for us to see on the backside of the official what he actually called, but clearly it went against the Owls, and it's 1st and 20. And now the Buffaloes are back into safety help for Elijah Gonzalez. Jarrett Brown still trying to get rid of it. Does. Throws it over the head of his receiver, and same result as before. The pick. Late flag. Flag came in after the play was over, so certainly the interception will stand here, and it'll be Stanton ball. The only question here is the marking of where they'll start.
It'll be half the distance, won't it? I guess it depends on
who they call it on. From over here, we didn't see an obvious penalty. We just saw the flag.
Dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Stanton. Okay. So 15 from that spot should put Stanton out at the. Well,
I think
somebody got it wrong.
I think there's been a.
They showed that it was against Stanton, and then they immediately marked it off against Reagan. So somebody got it wrong. The players think that they're ready to start, and the officials have not yet agreed on what should have happened at this point. The Mighty Owl Band doesn't care.
Looks like we got a timeout on the field.
The Mighty Owl Band is going to play anyway.
And we'll be back. And we're back, Owl fans. After the explanation, it looks like the personal foul was indeed on Reagan County. Ball just inside the 5-yard line after the interception.
Owls do a good job stretching that play out to the sideline. Minimal gain. So somebody got an explanation for something. Everybody except us got an explanation.
Right.
2nd and goal is the bottom line. The clock is at 10:37 and counting. And they'll run a sneak here. At least they ran it about 8 times in this situation in their JV game, and it works for them. They push the guy into the end zone. 6 more for the Stanton Buffaloes, stretches this lead out to 24 with 10:28 to play in the ball game. I think this is a different kicker. But since we don't have a roster, oh, blocked. Oh, this could be exciting. Go ahead, pick it up, fellas. Pick it up and run with it. Blocked PAT. End result is that it is no good. Your score remains at 24. And great job by the Owl defenders to get in there and block that. It looked like they weren't quite sure what to do with it after they blocked it. Maybe they were just as surprised as anyone else. But nice job by the Owls defense to hold there. And Owls will get a chance here on kick return. Did we get a chance to say Aaron Esquivel's name yet? Aaron Esquivel moved up from JV this week, number 50.
No, but he's on the field, Scott.
He is currently on the field in this kick return formation. Flores. Fita is out there. Angel Martinez. You might have been able to tell Owls are a little bit short-handed tonight. Kick is short. Fair catch called for and made by Reyes at the 28-yard line. Ruben Bernal and Dylan Dodd in the backfield with Jarrett Brown. Safety help over the top once again means the ball goes to Dodd in the middle, running hard through the middle. A little extra activity after the play, but frankly, that's what happens when you don't get a whistle. Guys play to the whistle, and if they don't hear the whistle, they keep playing. We're at 10 minutes now to play in this ball game. Owl fans still very much into it. Let's go Owls. Jarrett Brown picks up the snap and looks like he's going to have to eat it back here. Needs to tuck that ball before he loses it.
That was a nice attempt by Brown to try to make something out of nothing. He got that ball off the ground quick.
He's never quite satisfied.
No.
And that's a good quality.
It is.
Sometimes you just have to swallow it and go down and make sure you hang on to the football. So 3rd and long, 9:20 and counting. Brown straight back, now steps up in the pocket and has a man deep.
Octavian Reyes.
Octavian Reyes makes a move to the sideline, has a blocker showing up in front of him.
Excellent work by Brown, using his feet and getting the ball out there. Saldivar down there throwing a block.
Came up from about 15 yards behind that play to throw a block out in front of Reyes.
Excellent work all around.
So Owl fans cheering on the guys. Keep playing. Let's go. Let's go. Play all the way to the end of this thing. Again, that too high safety look. Brown picks up a low snap again. Has a little bit of time. He's getting shuffled. Oh, he goes down. Trying to make something happen. Thought maybe he'd be able to get away from the 3 or 4 guys.
That's what he was trying to do, Scott. Right. And you know, he's trying to make a play out of a difficult situation. And the thing about him is he'll come right back at you this play.
Oh, you bet he will. Bernal trying to make the edge, does make the edge, is going to pick up maybe 3, 4, 5 yards before he's run out of bounds.
7:30 remaining in the game.
Ruben Bernal looks really happy to be getting varsity snaps.
It's a nice run by Ruben on that play.
Brown trying to make somebody miss in the backfield. That looked like a keeper all the way. Whistles blowing. Whistles are blowing. Brown gets thrown to the ground well after the whistle.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down and quite a bit. 6:30, 6.5 minutes to play in this ball game. And obvious punt situation. Fraga stepping into the punting duties here for the Owls tonight. The 3rd or 4th punter that the Owls have used this season, and takes the snap, gets it away, and fair caught at the 29-yard line. Toss. Owls seal the edge really well. 4 or 5 guys in on the tackle. Of course, the purpose of this kind of play is just to keep the clock moving. At this point, Stanton just wants the clock to roll.
Yeah.
Great job by the Mighty Owl Band to stay in this thing and keep the fans in it. Great job by the cheerleaders.
No kidding.
Still doing their job all night long. This would be a good time to start pointing out, Stephen, the number of seniors on this football team who have given so much to this program over the last few years.
Quite a few.
You probably noticed that while the Owls are fielding a bunch of young position players, the core of the muscle side of the ball and the size has been contributed by a lot of upperclassmen this year. Connor Norton happy to swallow up that ball carrier immediately. Connor Norton, one of those seniors. Matthew Guerrero, Dylan Dodd, Hernandez, Saucedo, all those guys playing up front and playing tough snaps for the Owls. Most of them playing both sides of the ball the whole season.
Looks like Stanton's going to punt, Scott.
Saldivar goes deep. It looks like the Buffaloes do get their formation correct this time. Fuller nearly gets a block. Saldivar is going to have to let this one roll, and it takes a really nice Buffalo
Fuller was close on that one.
roll. Laid out for it. So Elijah Gonzalez, Octavian Reyes, Alex Sosa. Some more of those guys who We're just about done with high school football.
About 4 minutes left of it.
Have to mention Justin Glass in that group of guys too. Didn't get to finish out the season the way he would have wanted to. Brown is just going to hand off now. Dodd's going to take a couple of hits. Little extra after the play. Looks like we need to step aside here.
Maybe out.